are on Yelp. Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
Babe, 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole
really?
nother
You think so?
subject. I think
First and foremost, welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm a man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audible, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, chris@mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy, how are we living?
How we doing?
Question of the day, being too much. It's the idea of, do you think women feel like they're going to be punished no matter which way they lean? If they're too emotional, too independent, too needy, too ambitious, no matter which way they lean, whether they're the boss bitch or the damsel in distress, it doesn't matter. They're going to still be too much.
I mean, that's a lot right there.
Yeah, 100%.
Not everybody is all
No.
that,
No. I'm not saying they're all that, but you know how they feel like, okay, but if I can't be too needy, I got to be needy enough. I can't be too boss, but I got to be boss enough.
So
I can't be that much. Yeah. Do you feel like they automatically lean one way or the other, and it's automatically too much nowadays?
I don't know if it's automatically too much, but I think they are who they are too. Like you should,
I am who I'll never be.
Yeah, I don't think you should have to adjust to the feelings now. Like, let's say in your past relationship,
Yeah.
you
That's a good question. Do you think they need to adjust or just be them?
just be them.
And
I mean,
if
I'm
you're
just saying
needy,
that's
you're
what
needy.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're needy, maybe it cost you something in your past relationship. Where in your new one, you're like, you know what, maybe I need to chill it out. But you never know, because the new guy might be
Love the needy side of you.
So you don't. If you're just yourself, the right person will eventually match up, I think.
I like that. All right. Well,
Now, if it's a detriment, then probably you should.
I don't know. Let's get them on the horn. Oop. Bring that up.
Hey,
Hey, Nina, what's up?
nothing. How are you?
Good. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, Nina.
Nina, what's going on?
Hello, Coy.
See? She's back to the... See how she did it? She did it. Hello, Coy. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God.
All right, cool. All right, Nina, question of the day. Let me ask you this. Now, I know which side you lean to, so that's what I want. I want to know if, because you are too independent in your path, before you got with the man, the myth, the legend, do you think you were too much for other people or other relationships?
No. I realized that they were too little.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I guess
They were too little.
I guess
too
the question
insecure.
this question stems from one of the subscribers always wondering, basically breaks it down. She goes on the part of saying, I'll read it out to you. Am I damned if I do, damned if I don't, for being, either way I go. If I'm too emotional, too independent, too needy, too ambitious, I feel like no matter which way I lean, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be too much.
No, I understand where she's coming from, because I think you hear that often. She's just she's just in the wrong circle, if it's a group of friends or if it's a partner.
Partner.
Well, she's clearly with the wrong person, because I'll tell you that no person who really loves you is going to say that you're too much.
Ooh.
We're humans. We have emotions. No, she's with the wrong person. But she also needs to change her mindset, because she feels like that. So she's going to continue to attract men who continuously feel like that towards her when she's not. And if she is, who cares? She'll find, if she wants to, if she believes that she's enough who she is.
Yeah.
And that's it.
No, I like that. I like that. Koi was saying the same thing based upon the lines of, just be you. The right person is going to find you, and that's going to be that. I think a lot of times there's so much implication on, I want to say this the right way. There's so much implication on
like fitting in.
Fitting in. Like, I don't want to be too needy, even though I am, she's the needy type. Or the women that are like, I'm independent. I tell women a lot of times, there's guys out there that love independent women, period. They need them to be independent. But they're, oh, well, I like this guy and he doesn't like that I'm independent.
Well, then he's not the right guy.
Thank you.
And she clearly.
Thank you.
And she likes him because she sees potential, not for who he is. But she also has to like herself. Just be you. You have to really love you.
Never lose you in a relationship.
Oh yeah, no, and that's easy to do. It is. Oh, yeah. I don't think, and no one has ever done it. But once you've learned, you won't go back. In reality, you can really see a person in 9 months. Like, truly, they'll start cracking if they're portraying to be something that they aren't. Yeah.
A smart man can play a fool all his life. A fool can only play a smart man, but for so long.
Correct.
I don't know.
Correct.
Go ahead.
Because they start to, any person starts to show you can only hold up the knack for so long.
What about the women that say he says I'm too emotional?
Then he's not the right person for you. You're too emotional for what? What does that even mean? If she's crying every moment for like, that's a lot. And then if that's the case, then I would say, like, let's go to therapy to see why you're crying that much. But sometimes when someone says that you're too emotional, it's the simple fact that they don't like the fact that if they hurt your feelings, you show them that. If that makes sense. Because I've gotten that. And let me tell you, it wasn't pretty after. Because you tell me I'm too emotional, you'll never see my emotions again. You'll be stone face killer.
Next time I open up to someone, it'll be an autopsy. Hey! Boy.
Damn, Koi. Take it easy. CSI Miami.
No, my cousin Brittany said that to me. I said, you gotta chill out. Fucking darkest humor in the world. Damn, which made me forget my next question to you, Nina. And I hate when I do that. I don't know.
Sorry.
I always look at it and it's, I guess, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I don't know.
That's
Nina.
not true.
I always tell people, man, just be you. What is meant for you will find you, and if it don't find you, it's not ready to find you yet.
Correct.
How do you feel on just be you in a career path? Let's say you are brash, loud, you stomp on anybody to get ahead, but it ended up costing you a job.
It's gonna cost
you start your next company. Do you chill out? Do you still be yourself? Do you adjust a little bit? Learn from your mistakes?
I mean, failure is the only real teacher.
Right, but it also depends on, what exactly the field that you're going in.
True. Because if you're a drill sergeant, you in the right field.
There you go.
And some require you to be aggressive to get ahead too.
Mm-hmm.
But there's ways to be aggressive and get ahead without like being loud and aggressive and getting ahead. Your moves, like, just because I'm not a yes person, I was always passed up for different roles, but that's okay because I'll never be a yes person. I'm not going to compromise
Yes.
myself for anyone or any job.
100%.
You know, so yeah. But sometimes, you know, you might need to be loud to put people in their place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes they just can't hear you when you speak in a regular tone or when you meet their match, which is just more of a stern voice. They get the picture.
I don't know. I'm a fan of. I guess I'm a fan of just, you know, be who you are, but also learn who you are in real time and make adjustments to who you are, because you're always supposed to be willing to be able to be taught something and to be able to grow. I think a lot of times when you go into a situation thinking you know it all, you don't.
Right.
I don't think, you know what, and I think that's the biggest problem too nowadays. Nobody wants to be coachable.
That's like a big danger going into anything.
That is a problem because anyone can learn anything from anyone. You have to be willing and open.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, we learn from our 3-year-old nephew, our 12-year-old niece, because, you know, they do things a little differently and their minds are so young and fresh and they see things differently.
Yeah.
So it's always, you know, they'll show you things and there you are. But yeah, no, it's good to be a teachable person.
Oh,
you know,
I think everybody needs to be in that moment of being teachable, being able to learn, being able to grow. No, I do like that. Damn. All right. That is it.
All right. You guys
Nita, bye.
have a good day.
Have a good
Okay, bye.
Bye. That's crazy. I like that. Being teachable at all moments. Let's go. Let's get a guy. I feel like that's probably the right way to go.
Both sides.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to go today. Both sides.
This girl was way too needy.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Jack, what's good, family?
Hey, how we doing, sir?
Man, excellent. I'm here with my boy Coy. So what's up, Jack?
Jack, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Coy? How you doing?
Good.
Man, question of the day, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Man, we're talking about being too much, and we're talking about women. And I had a subscriber hit me up, and she said sometimes she feels like no matter what side, which way she leans, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. She said, if I'm too emotional, too independent, too needy, too ambitious, you know, she says, it doesn't matter. Whichever way I lean, I'm too much. I guess the idea of, let me ask you this, you know, should a woman change for somebody? Because what if she is that independent woman? Does she need to dumb herself down for a man?
I say no matter what gender you are, male or female, you should not dumb you down for anybody.
Let me ask you this. What if they saying you're too emotional?
Well, that's fine. Every human being has emotions. We're not robots. So it's okay for her to have emotions, especially women. Women have way more emotions than men do. Yeah, there might be in the males.
Yeah, which you're right.
Other males who have emotions, but you know, women have way more, and they think more with their emotions, while we think more, you know, strategically, statistically, you know, that type of way. So I mean, she shouldn't change for anybody but herself. If she's doing something to herself, or she's doing something to where she's hurting herself, then that's when the individual should change. But if she's doing right, she's taking care of business, she's, you know, being very independent, she's, you know, moving forward, then continue on that path.
Yeah.
Because then there should be another individual who should be more aware or more loving toward her to where she can adapt and then make her succeed even more. Maybe that little piece that's missing for her to move up more at her work or finish a project, you know what? That's where he comes in and does his, 20%, and then bam, she gets that promotion. She moves up and she's happy. And now guess what? Now everybody's happy. She's happy. Now she wants to take you out on a dinner, or she wants to buy you this expensive gift that you've always mentioned and things like that. So that's really important to help her out. Maybe in the beginning of the relationship, kind of mention it to help, because we all don't know what kind of emotions you're going through. We don't know what's going on. So it does help a lot if you communicate with the other individual. Hey, you know what? Today's not the day. I got this going on. Okay, cool. At least that way you gave the other individual a heads up by saying, hey, this is what's going down. I'm trying to fix it, or I'm trying to do better of it. But if you're not doing anything about it and you expect the other individual to know these things, then it's just making it harder, because nobody knows. Nobody's a mind reader.
Right. Yeah, that's good. I didn't think about that. Let me ask you this. Would you, I don't know, I think sometimes women like to choose but I like him.
Okay.
He says I'm too emotional, but I like him.
So you're asking, should she adjust?
What should she do?
At least communicate to him what is it that, that's making him uncomfortable, meaning what's the emotional part that he's not liking.
Yeah.
So that way, if it's something that he goes, I can't change, or that's something that irritates me, then that's when, then that's not going to work out, because later down the line, it's going to hurt her more than him, because he's already irritated. And then she was just putting all this positive emotion, not willing to throw in the towel, not willing to give up. And then all of a sudden now it just made it more worse, and you're just putting more gasoline into the fire. And that way it's just not good. So I'd say, put all the cards on the table, say, hey, this is what's making me emotional, or what's it that you don't like.
Yeah.
And that way, if he goes, oh, okay, now I see what you mean by these emotions, things like that, because we all have different opinions on a lot of definitions and things, because of how we grew up, or even if you want, Google the whole thing. All right, hey, Google says this is this and this. Do you agree on this? Oh, no, because this is my side, or this is like that. So try to find some type of medium. And that way, if that still does not help, then that's when hey, you know what, this relationship's not going to be working out. Unfortunately, even though the guy's, he's handsome, he's got what you're looking for and things like that, but later down the line, it's just going to affect both of you, and her more, since she's more emotional into the relationship.
Okay. I like that. I didn't think about that. All right, now let's flip the tail. What if a guy comes in the situation?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no, you're too independent. You're too emotional.
Then, in that case, that's more of him being the individual who he is, because if she's saying that the guy's too emotional, he's too into his feelings and things like that, well, then you know what, just cut your losses and find somebody who else is willing to care for you. Because if you really love somebody or really care about somebody, you're willing to at least work out those kinks, and then hopefully those kinks straighten everything out and then works in your favor. But if you give yourself some time, give yourself maybe about 30 days, 60 days, and that way, if that still does not continue, if that does straighten out, that's when you need to know, hey, you know what? I've given it time. I've tried different ways. I've done everything that I could to make it work. But unfortunately, I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry, but we cut ties, or hey, let's just be friends. And if that doesn't want to be friends, then there you go. Then that's when you know, hey, that person wasn't really into you. That person didn't really like you, because they say love is blind. And when in love and you don't see the defects that people have, or the wrong things or things like that, because you're so into that individual.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That's fair.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, it goes back to whoever cares the least.
Yep.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, but that's how it works, man. Yep.
All right, man.
It sucks, but
I appreciate you, my guy. We got to link up soon. Next week, let's figure it out,
man,
okay?
I got to come down to the studio.
Yeah, I know, bro. Let's figure it out next week for sure.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. Stay up.
Later, Jack.
Peace out, Corey.
Go.
One.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think nowadays,
sorry, it'll always be in her head.
Yeah.
Too, if things don't work out in the past with the relationship, then she goes in with that mindset already, like, I can't do the same thing. But you're not meeting the same guy.
Yeah.
So like his checklist
you're never
meeting
way different. You're never meeting the same guy. Then you got to trust you because you know you better than anyone else.
Now, if like it's something that's you have the same type of guy that you keep on dating, and it keeps on not working out, and they all say the same thing,
you're the common denominator.
Then maybe it's time to take a look.
Yeah. If you want to continue dating the same guy,
especially if like your close friends are telling you the same thing,
yeah,
maybe you got to
different story now because now you're getting honest opinions.
Right, exactly.
All right, I like it. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening. Where you listen to it on Google Play, Radio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, Audio. Where you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at MenDon'tKnow, Twitter MenDon'Know1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'Know.com, or hop on the MenDon'Know.com website. Shoot me a message. Call my guy. We are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where that.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother subject.